Hi guys, this is Cash and I'm checking in with you from Frankfurt, Germany with Ignite Thermogenic Fat Burner. This is my little secret to keeping lean and having good energy throughout my busy days while I travel. So I want you guys to be sure to check out Ignite, especially if you're trying to get yourself in shape for this summer. Oh, Ignite is gonna get you into bikini body shape. You know, I gotta show you guys a bit of what's going on. Ignite is gonna help you get the results that you want. You're gonna love this product. I certainly do. So I'll put the link down below for the website. Be sure to check them out on Instagram and use my promo code to get great discounts. Check in with you guys soon.
Well, all right. It's Chaos Nutrition Old School Training Time. And right there, look. That's my boy Paul DeMeo. Let me fix this a little bit. Okay. Paul DeMeo right there. Okay. Right there, the Joe Pietaro Muscle Sport Mag shirt right there with yours truly on it. If you want one, you talk to Joe. Why is this so fucking dark on here? I don't know. Get the lights all over the fucking place. Wait a minute, let me see something here. Let me turn this fucking light. And God said, let there be light. I feel like I'm still in the dark, but whatever. I'm an ugly motherfucker, so it doesn't matter. And the Chaos Nutrition right there. That's the white shirt. You'll see pictures of me wearing them. So, alright. ChaosNutrition.com. Stop fucking around. If you like the show, you got to support the sponsors. Okay? And he's got all kinds of supplements he sells. And if you, again, if I'm ever at a show, which, who knows if I'm ever going to do another fucking bodybuilding show ever again. But if I am, I will be at the Chaos Nutrition booth because they're maniacs. And they're all, I love maniacs. And they're all the people that were with Rich Piana, 5% Nutrition. And actually before 5%, they were with them in that Mutant. Alright, anyway, so chaosnutrition.com. Right to the Godfather Chaos, tell him what's up. You could also go on his Instagram channel. I'm fucking stuck over here. Alright, and if you want to wear my magazine, look, that's the first cover. Muscle Sport Mag, the inaugural issue. Here you go. Alright? I don't know if you can see, I got Barack Obama toilet paper right over there. Where is it on your thing? There it is. Somewhere over there. Right there. Right next to that picture of me when I was a teenager. Alright, enough of the bullshit. I believe I should probably show you. I have to... Remember I was starting to show you the 1940s magazines. There's back in a box over here, and that's because my girlfriend redid the room. So I believe I got a ton of them, alright? From the 1930s to 40s, you know, when shit cost a nickel for a magazine. But, right now I gotta show some of the other ones that are over here, and I can't get to those. I can, but it's a lot. So, you gotta wait till she's gonna be redoing the room again in another couple days, and I think that we'll have them in the next issue, maybe. Next show. But for now, I believe I showed you this. But this magazine, I was out in LA, I think, when I had this magazine. Okay? 1981 Muscle Digest. And the reason why I show you this, okay? 1981 Muscle Digest, look at that shit. Okay, that's Tim Belknap. Now, let me explain to you. This is December. Where is it? Right there, under the M. December 1981. Okay, now, the reason why I showed you this was because I remember thinking, holy shit, because Tim Belknap was a freak. Now, I hadn't seen Victor Richards. I had seen Tim Belknap in person, yes. Okay? But Victor Richards was the real freak. Look at Franco Colombo. Look at his head. Look at Franco. You fucking Momo. Look at him. He has his chiropractor uniform on. I like that equipment, though. I love it. I remember this. Remember this guy? Always doing these ads. Who doesn't remember that? Remember that? Remember that guy? Yeah. Natural vitamins. He always showed juice heads using the natural. Oh, there's the same guy again, and the girl that was with him, and that's her ass and his ass. Alright, wait, what supplement company is that? Oh, NSP. Shit, yeah, I remember NSP. Well, the girl looks kind of better from behind. Now, the reason why I show you this, is that Johnny Defenders? No. I love the old equipment ads and all this shit. Dude, the old equipment ads and the old ads in these magazines. Look at this equipment. Like, today, people be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That looks like shit that you have in a high school or something, but... No, look, remember Ken Patera? I liked him. I met him. Ken Patera. He was once really fat and lost all that weight. God bless him. Ken Patera, holy shit. Okay, wait a minute now. He won the lightweight class. Okay, let's see who won it. James Youngblood. Okay, this is 1981. James Youngblood. Okay, he won the middleweight class. Patera won the lightweight class. This is the Nationals. Okay, back then, I believe it was called, it was the Mr. America, see? The Mr. America report, okay? Belknap won the light heavy class, because back then we didn't have all these other bullshit classes, welterweight, bantamweight, super welterweight, super bantamweight, and all that shit, right? They didn't have all that shit. And Lance Dreher. My God. I didn't know that. Lance Dreher won that class, the heavyweight. Okay, that's Lance Dreher. Now, I believe Belknap won the overall. Corona. Yeah, Belknap won. The winner, Tim Belknap. I didn't know that he beat Lance Dreher back then. See? Tim Belknap. The thing is that they used to talk about him because he would, he was one of the first guys. He was a diabetic, so he took insulin. And, bro, you would see him. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I grew up with this kid, Mike Torsha. He's a good friend of mine, Mike Torsha. Good guy. Right there. See him? Mike Torsha. You guys see him? Oh, where'd I go? Right there. I grew up with him. That's funny. Holy shit. That's fucking funny when you see guys obviously Beverly International. Holy shit. Sterile gland. When you see this shit, dude, this is one of my boys right here. He was such a mass monster back then, and when I look at him now, I think, holy shit. But look at this. I loved him. Cal Scalick. Look at that. You guys remember him? Cal Scalick. Look at equipment. There's Cal. Look at Cal. Cal Scalick. I loved Cal Scalick. Who didn't like Cal Scalick? I loved him. But anyway, so Tim Belknap. Here's the cards. I don't know why I have a thing about these things. My friend used to fucking fill them out, send them and get free fucking magazines all the time. But I mean, like, they used to sell so much equipment. Like today, you could put in your house. But back then, it was gym equipment, But anyway, Tim Belknap, you would see him the next day after a show. Look, here he is during the show, right? Look. Tim Belknap. Look at him. Look at that. 1981, Mr. America. Tim Belknap. Anyway, you would see him. And then you'd see him after the show, and you'd be like, what the fuck happened to him? Corona. But, I don't know. I mean, it's just... You would think, like, holy shit, man, really? I remember this kid. Holy shit, wait a minute, hold on. Whoa. The legend, look, the myth. What the fuck with this thing in my eye? Okay, look. Right there. Sergio Oliva. One of my favorite bodybuilders of all time. Not the greatest personality, but one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. I love him. Sergio. Remember they used to have this ad in the back with all the pictures and shit of Sergio? Look. Can you see that? Look. Ready? We'll go through it. Look at Sergio. Guys, you fucking momos don't understand. Is the mass on this man is equal to the mass of any mass monster today. It's just that he has smaller weights and smaller joints. These guys today, we are 300 pounds over Schwarzenegger, Morgan Ast, and all these fucking momos and shit. They're so juiced up, and you fucking put them on a desert island for 1 week, you see them, you'd be like, what happened to him? You know what I mean? This was before insulin, IGF, growth hormone, all that shit, and that fucking Sergio Oliva was the shit, bro. This was the shit. Okay? He didn't have the greatest personality, but he was the shit. I think I've showed you guys this one anyway, Ron Toolful. I think I might have showed you a few times. Okay, I knew him too as a kid. How much is this? Fucking dollar for the muscular development. Steve Blackman, right here. Now, this is before Steve Blackman. This is Bob Hoffman had this, and then Steve Blackman bought it from him. And, yeah, I'm still friends with Steve Blackman. We had a little tiff, but we're good now, okay? We've been good for a while, so don't believe anything that fucking... You know, when Palumbo and those guys started doing the attack, I don't want, I don't want to be any part of that shit. He knows it. That's why I don't say anything. Wait, let me show you another one. Hold on. Because this one, before my friend, before, what's his name died? I'm over here fucking, Jesus. Rick Drayson. Holy shit. I threw myself out because I was just thinking of something, because I'm looking over here at my Trump poster, and it just threw me off because I was thinking about something else. But Rick Drayson, before Rick Drayson died, he used to always have on this guy, okay? That's Doug Brignoli. Now, when you guys see him now, he got a bald head and shit like that, and he may not look like this anymore, but that's Doug Brignoli. Look at him. Oh, again, he was one of Rick Drayson's boys, always on the show. Hey, Jason, he had a good build. I really liked him. Oh, my God, look at Mike Christian, Bob Paris, Ray Mentzer. He did a lot of guys in. I can't really see too well. I need my glasses. But anyway, look at that. Look at that picture. Wait, where's Ray Mentzer? He's right there. Okay, that's Ray. And look, the Mike Christian is... Where the fuck's Mike Christian? Hold on, I'll show you. That's not Mike Christian. Oh, shit. See? There. Anyway. See? That's Bob Paris. Look at Bob Paris. Look at... I thought it was Mike Christian. I can't see. I thought Mike Christian was in the show. I'm pretty sure he was. This is the Mr. California. Bob Paris didn't even win the Mr. California. Oh, shit. And Ray Mentzer didn't even win that's before. Now, they've all went on to win that show. Oh, shit. Who's this? Who the fuck is this? I don't even know. It doesn't say his name on there. Anyway, so you guys kind of get the idea, about what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? I love this old shit. Scott Wilson. Remember Scott Wilson? Look at, I'm showing a fucking, it's hard for me to hold this up. There, you see, Scott Wilson. I love all the old ads though, bro. I could fucking dig, I can go through these fucking things. You know why? Hey, Robbie Robinson. There you go. Great body. Fucking nuts, but great body. Look at that fucking physique. Woo! I don't know why, but his physique reminds me of a smaller Victor Martinez, my boy. He's a little bit smaller. Remember this stupid fucking ad? Legendary abs. Remember that ad? Legendary abs. Dude, these ads are as legendary as some of the bodybuilders. Anyway. Alright, that's enough of the bullshit. Bill Pearl. Still alive, too, by the way. He's in his 90s. Bill Pearl. Alright, enough of the bullshit. Just in case you're wondering, this is 1982. Right here. Okay? 1982. Doug Brignoli. Remember this shit on the back? Remember? Anyway. Let's get busy. So my girlfriend prints this shit out so small. I gotta cover because it has my name and shit. But look at that. I can't see that shit. I'm fucking 60 years old, bro. I can't focus. Whoops, sorry. Put my nasty hand in front of the camera. Paulie DeMeo again. Right there, my boy. Our first question. Whew. Hold on a second. I cannot read. This is small, right? What's wrong with her printing this shit? It's just a bit. I'd be better off, like, writing that shit. Even then, I can't read my own handwriting. Mike Fox wants to know. I'm on a pre-contest keto. Oh, here we go. I'm on a pre-contest keto and I cannot get a pump at all. I feel very flat and small. Do you have any tips or help, please? I can't read that. I think it cut off a little bit too. I don't know. So, the guy's saying he's on a keto pre-contest diet, and he's having trouble getting a pump. I guess the lack of carbs is giving you no pump, right? Well, let me tell you something, okay? One of the things I tell everybody, you know the Gaspari's product, Super Pump 250. Me and a friend were actually doing that. We went to Garden State Nutritionals, dealt with Rich Laurentano. So if any Gaspari guys know what I'm talking about, Joe Bugatz, it's not his real name, Joe something with a B, who was the chemist back then, put a thing together for us because we were coming out with a pump system, and we didn't pick it up because the guy who had the money fell through. So they wound up selling the recipe that this guy Joe Bugatz made for us to Gaspari, became Super Pump 250. Yeah, so I'm not saying that was my supplement, but it was my idea, and they sold it to them anyway. So, we were basing a pump on, Vinnie Comerford taught me this. I think I've told you guys this shit before. I know I've told you, but whatever. Vinnie Comerford taught me that it wasn't just no carbs that gave you the pump, okay? He said you could still get a pump with no carbs. That's why some guys on keto all year round, they train keto all year round, but they still can get a pump, okay? And Dean Caputo said the same thing. I know they used to lick their they would put salt on their hand pre-contest, lick it, and and as long as they didn't have fluids, it didn't like overspill into their, under their skin. That was their theory, okay? So, and I already told you that I'm getting to something, so simmer down. Just listen, okay? Stop fucking complaining. Listen to me. Also, I told you, when we were at, I was out to dinner with, what's her name? Oh my God, she sent me a Christmas card. Tanya Knight. So Tanya and I were out there, and Rick Valente and everything. So we're out to dinner with her, and she kept opens up like a pocketbook every time we would eat, and she would take out a little salt shaker, put a little salt in the water. And I'm like, what do you put salt in the water for? And she was explaining that when you have no sodium, you can't get a pump. And it also helps because at the last day, you keep the sodium in till pretty much like the day before, the show, and then you pull it out, and it acts like a diuretic. And I know that right now, Dave Palumbo doesn't really believe in sodium depletion until the very, 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 very end, and maybe like the night or so before. Okay, that's what he told me. So now he may change stuff if some of you work with Dave and you say that's not true. Okay, listen to me. Simmer the fuck down. All right, I know Dave better than all these. So I'm just telling you. Through the years, I've practiced the same thing. Even when I used to compete back in the fucking 70s and 80s, it was a thing back then. I'm just putting a thing down there. Excuse me, Corona. The vaccine. So, basically your problem is that, if you cut sodium, all right, and if you're on a no-carb diet or very low carbs, a keto type diet, and you're on that pre-contest diet and your calories are really low and you feel like you're dying, okay, try upping your sodium a little bit and keep the sodium in there. Tanya's theory worked for me, and I know it worked for a lot, but she would put so much sodium, she would take a pinch and put it in her water, just a pinch, like this, and you couldn't taste it. She'd say, I can't taste it, but it's there, you know what I mean? And sometimes she'd sprinkle it on everything she ate, just to light them out. Not a lot, but a light amount, and our body would adapt to a high level of sodium, and then it would convert to potassium, and they would have, it would spare potassium because you're having so much sodium. Now, one of the things that happens is that you do get it pumping. It keeps you full. When you take the sodium out, there are plenty of guys who are on keto who eat it as long as you're eating enough fat too, by the way. are still full in the muscles and not like all flat and have no muscle. But the minute you pull that sodium out of there, it just does something, okay? Because we need sodium. And you know that sodium fights constantly with potassium. It's an in or out thing, in the cell, outside the cell, in the cell, outside the cell, in the cell, outside the cell. It's a thing. That's what they do, okay? That's how your body struggles to maintain homeostasis, normality. It's like a seesaw with sodium, potassium, sodium, potassium, sodium, potassium, sodium, potassium. So as long as your sodium's high enough, your body will go into a potassium sparing mode. Because listen what I'm trying to tell you. It's some fucking Momo doctor back in like the 60s or 50s came out with the whole idea that humans don't eat. Jesus Christ. Fucking the wire. I just kicked it with my foot and I caught the fucking thing. It was going to hit over it. Forget it. You guys don't understand. Anyway. Listen. So the Momo doctor came out with this idea that we don't need enough potassium. So maybe if we cut down our sodium intake, then it'll meet our potassium. And that's a fucking Momo thinking. It's not sodium that fucking really fucks you up or too much sodium. It's the fact that you don't have enough potassium. It's just like the stomach acid. When you get acid indigestion, drink some apple cider vinegar. Unless it's bad acid indigestion from something else, maybe whatever. You could also take a little baking soda. That'll neutralize it. But I don't like to neutralize the stomach too much because the stomach is an acidic environment. All that fucking alkalinization stuff, I don't agree with all that. Oh, Valentino, it's true. You need to, shut up with that shit. Drinking all that fucking... Your stomach is an acidic environment. Your intestines and everything are alkaline, okay? But your body fucking regulates that shit itself. Most people, when they drink the apple cider vinegar, that cures the fucking acid reflux and all that shit. Okay, that's why they drink it. And that also helps to lower your glucose response, blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you, is that same homeostasis, it's the opposite of everything that everybody's always told you. Okay? Shit that we always believe, like even the fucking 80s. Look at the 80s. High carb, low, we did very low protein and fats. You ate mostly carbs, because fats make you fat, right? It's only science, fat. You eat fat, you become fat, right? That's what they used to say. But it was wrong. Mike Mentor used to say your body makes, you need to take in maybe 60 to 80 at the most, grams of protein because your body manufactures its own amino acid. Blah, 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 blah. All you need to do is, put in the amino acids that your body, the essentials that your body doesn't produce. Capiche? All of that shit's fucking wrong. It's all wrong. Don't get caught up with the amino acid thing. Okay, I'm not going to get into that, so shut the fuck up. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Alright? I'm trying to explain to you. It's the same with the potassium sodium. So everybody, when they're on these diets and they're on a pre-contest diet, they say, well, I need the potassium to keep the fluids and the muscle, and the potassium helps the fire. No, you need sodium too. Okay, so don't fuck with your electrolytes to the fucking end. Make sure you're having enough sodium and you'll get a fucking pump. How about that? How about that? Because bloat with a little bit of water under the skin is one thing, but it's not adding body fat. If you got a fucking roll on your fucking gut, it's because you fucking got to sew up that pie hole. You know what I mean? You're fucking sticking too much fucking ougats down your pie hole. Eat better. Capiche? I'm spitting over here. I was just eating walnuts and shit. The little fucking projectiles go fly. It's a guinea thing. You know what I mean? We spit when we talk. Anyway. Alright? So, I know, I gave you a whole bunch of fucking... I did all this boo-ha, and I'm just... The bottom line is keep sodium... Raise your sodium up a little bit. If you're on keto, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, trust me. You start getting pumps again, and don't start fucking with that shit till like the day before. Alright? Alright, there you go. Next. Alright. LaPlaca 12 wants to know. I'm 54 years old on TRT. Does everybody else read like a fucking retard? When you guys watch other guys' videos, do they read like a retard like I do? I'm actually a very fast reader. I can't read out loud. I could never be a news guy fucking reading one of those teleprompters and shit. Because I can't. I can only read in my... when I read, my mouth is saying this, but I'm already over here. You have no idea. I'm actually a fast reader and comprehensive, but I can't fucking First of all, I can't see. Second of all, sometimes when I write shit, I can't read my own handwriting. And third of all, I'm a fucking Momo. Alright, getting back to what I'm saying. I'm a 54-year-old Momo on TRT, and I cannot... Wait, I'm a 54-year-old on TRT. I'm 200... TRT, 200 milligrams of testosterone a week. Corona. I worry about prostate cancer. What are your thoughts? Hold on. Listen to me. Guys. It's not fucking testosterone that gives... Right, listen. You go on a fucking... You go to a doctor, alright, for prostate, urologist, whatever the fuck, right? If he thinks you got like an enlarged prostate or a fucking... He's afraid you got pre-cancer or even cancer, to give you fucking shit to stop your own testosterone. So they make you into a soy boy, right? They stop all your testosterone, so now you have no testosterone. Do you know why they do that? Do you know why they do that? Yes, because it's testosterone that causes prostate cancer. Well, you fucking fucko. If it was prostate, that's definitely Momo thinking. Because if it was testosterone that causes prostate cancer, then why don't you get prostate cancer when you're fucking 21 years old and you can't wait for your parents to leave the house so you can pa? Why? Why? You know why? You fucking Momo? I'll tell you why. Because why do you get it when you're 50 fucking years old? All of a sudden guys start getting tits and shit, and then that's when the prostate... Because it's estrogen that causes that. And you say, yeah, but why do they give you testosterone blockers and non-estrogen blockers, Mr. Smartass? Well, you fucking Momo, very simple. Because testosterone converts to estrogen. If there's no testosterone, your body can't make estrogen. You got it? Your body, estrogen's last on the chain. You know that. If testosterone becomes estrogen. Okay? Goes right there. And then you get the reductase, which turns fucking the enzyme, which changes the fucking DHT part of the testosterone axis there. Takes that, and that's what also can fuck up your prostate. So the two. So you know what they do? You know what they do? Because the DHT has to go to, then it comes to estrogen. You know what they do? It's real simple. And that smart doctor, now the doctors are starting to realize, holy shit. You know why stuff like saw palmetto, okay? You know why they give that shit? Because it stops the conversion to DHT. Gabish? Okay? It stops the conversion. So you don't have to worry. That's why they give saw palmetto. Saw palmetto protects your testosterone, but doesn't fucking... It just puts the kibosh to the DHT. Do you understand that? That's why it's best if, like, when guys take a lot of even if you take a lot of hormone, testosterone, and all this shit, whatever you take, they'll take saw palmetto to preserve, the testosterone, but stop the conversion to the DHT and estrogen, and it'll help your fucking, therefore that will help, put the kibosh with the estrogen. It'll help your prostate. Capiche? Estrogen is a cancerous hormone. It is. It's with women. Okay? What do you think that when women start getting older and the estrogen, their body can't handle the estrogen anymore, right? It isn't testosterone that gives them breast cancer. They take an anti-estrogen. Okay? To block, it definitely works with breast cancer where the estrogen really is fucking, the receptors in there and everything. But you have to understand, because your hormones get out of whack when you get older. And certain hormones become deficient, and other hormones become too much. Gabish, ba 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 ba. And because, don't think that way. I'm not saying to you because you got a lot of testosterone, so therefore you're going to make a lot of estrogen. Therefore, it's that enzyme. Okay, the reductase that, I say it wrong, okay, probably, but whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That converts the DHT, and then it goes into the estrogen, and that's where the fucking problems go. You know, it all relies on DHT and estrogen for prostate. It's not your fucking testosterone. So take a good, take soap palmetto is a good natural fucking thing. It really works, okay? All those things that fuck with your DHT, but not your testosterone, that'll work. I hope I'm helping you out with this, all right? But it's not testosterone that causes fucking prostate problems. It's the DHT and the conversion into estrogen. That's what causes the problems, okay? If you stop the estrogen, stop producing the estrogen, okay, you're going to be fine. Kabish, it helps. I'm no doctor, but I know of a lot of friends that have done that, and I have friends that are doctors, and that's what they work with, okay? They block the DHT, they stop the estrogen, and there you go. Everything we've learned when we were younger, and the things that we believe, how stupid, if you fuck a man up by taking away his testosterone, bro, you might as well cut your wing-wang off, your little guts down there, Don't be afraid of the babanya. Be afraid of the conversion to things. Take care of your liver, take care of your kidneys, take care of your heart. Watch those things. Don't go crazy doing too much shit. Okay, because as you get older, being jacked is not good. Alright? It could lead to bad things. Alright? But it's the conversion. It's that don't let them put you on these estrogen blockers where you start growing tits and shit. You're crossing your legs and you feel like you want to dress like a girl or some shit. Unless you're fucking kinky that way. That's your own gig. Alright? Do I dress you as he or miss or ma'am or she? Go fuck yourself with all that. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm just having a little fun with you. Relax, okay? Sit it down. What are you like talking to Jimmy the Bull? You get him on a fucking bad day, forget it. He's like my fat Aunt Rita. He's just screaming at anything. Who put the light over here? Alright, next. Lazarus B. Lazarus B. Corona. Remember, I don't have a cold. I have a little bit of a nasal drip, and I got the throat hole. It's like very small because of the fucking cancer and stuff. All right. And by the way, Dave Plumbo. Well, I'm doing this on today's the 16th of March. Dave Plumbo tomorrow is the 17th of March. He goes in for cancer surgery on the thyroid. All right. I had cancer surgery down my throat and on my lymph nodes on March 17th, the same day as a year ago. So tomorrow's my year anniversary. Anyway, not the bad bleed that I had that almost killed me. That was exactly 1 week after that, March 24th into the 25th. All right, so good luck, Dave. Prayers for you, buddy, my brother. So Lazarus, speaking of Lazarus, raised for the dead, Lazarus B wants to know, is it possible to gain muscle while eating junk food? This is not a joke or a trick question. I said twick. Or a trick question. I am a contest bodybuilder. Oh, I am not a contest bodybuilder. I'm sorry. Again, read like a 10th grader. 10-year-old. I am not a contest bodybuilder and like to eat a lot of ice cream and pizza and also foods that are not considered muscle building. Join the rest of the world, buddy. I am lucky to have a small amount of body fat. I do eat protein, but a lot of junk food too. Oh, what? Some of the questions. Guys, listen, if you don't like these questions, put down some fucking questions, man. Alright? Holy shit. Yeah, is it possible to eat junk food and build muscle? Yeah. Sure it is. I used to eat a lot of junk too when I was young. And I was a young teenage bodybuilder. You saw pictures of me. This one right there. That one right there. Okay? Look what I look like. Natural. Fucking jacked from head to toe, baby. Calves to the fucking top of my head. I had hair. It wasn't even so ugly. But, you know, here's the thing. It's really Flex Wheeler, and what's her name? Fucking Everson. Corey Everson used to have M&Ms and they cut them down before the show. 10 weeks out, she'd have like 10 M&Ms a day. Each week she would cut out one M&M per day. I know Flex Wheeler used to say, his theory was, as long as you get which I agree with, and that's what I used to do basically, as long as you get in the foods that you need to build muscle, the protein and everything, okay, good macros and the micronutrients both, okay, if you eat junk, your body's just got to sift through it and get, and that's it. Now, if you got a good metabolism, good fucking biome in the gut, you take the right babanya, you could pretty much get away with it. But it's mostly a genetic thing. I'm not telling you guys to eat junk. The average guy pretty much can't really eat junk and like build muscle and get away. I mean, he could, but he's going to get fat. But genetically elite, listen, come on, guys. Don't fuck with me. Come on. Every one of you watching this fucking video, every single one of you momos, know a friend who maybe you grew up with, maybe it's a fucking ex-classmate, ex-best buddy, ex-fucking ass buddy, ex-fucking, brother or sister, whatever, that can eat whatever the fuck they want. That was me. I would eat a box of Yodels, everything. My friend, who was always a little chubby, I used to have to watch him. He would eat the fucking, hamburger without the bun and shit like that. I used to eat all the junk, and I didn't get fat from it. It's just because I was genetically lucky. My body just ate that shit up. But most people don't have that. But there's plenty of people out there who eat pizza every day, hamburgers, whatever, hot dogs, whatever, and they just don't really get fat. It's genetics. If you're genetically lucky, then that's fine. If you're not, and you still have a sweet tooth or fat tooth or whatever it is that you want to eat, you got to follow the rules of Flex Wheeler. As long as you get in the food, if you need X amount of protein, as long as you get in that, all in the right numbers, you hit your macros. Now you got to throw in some junk on there. And if you could get away with it and not get fat, God bless you. Or if you don't mind getting fat, you're still going to grow because you got the protein in there to grow. Just the rest of the shit, your body's going to say it's either going to store it as fat, burn it up, shit it out, piss it out, fart it out, puke it out. Don't do that shit, though. That's not good. Okay, because then you ruin everything. But that's it. I mean, who asked me that? Lazarus. Bro, I hope that answers your question. I mean, yeah, but usually genetic freaks can get away with eating whatever. That's why you hear Juan Morel eating fucking 25,000 calories and he doesn't get fat. Fucking anybody else tried to do that, they died. Maybe Dave Palumbo might be able to get away with that because he's never had body fat on his life. But there's a lot of guys who can't. Now I'm older, I gotta watch what I do. But when I was younger, I ate that. I used to sit and eat a box of. I used to like Yodels and shit like the Swiss rolls, the peanut butter fucking wafers, the covered with chocolate, ice cream sandwich. I used to eat that shit in school all day long. Never got fat. I lift up abs, striated abs. I was lucky that way. My sister's the same way. All right. Next question. Alright. Last fucking question. Laxman. Laxman. Oh shit. My daughter's a lax girl. I think that was one of her screen names. Lax girl or some shit. Because she was a superstar in lacrosse. Played college lacrosse too. So she's good. Anyway. She's an athlete. Gregg. In a recent Generation Iron video. Who? Milos Sarchev. Alright, I know Milos. Milos Sarchev said that SARMs are bullshit. SARMs are bullshit. What's your honest opinion, and have you ever used them? Something about, I can't read it because it faded out here. Right here. Boston Lloyd and his peptides. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, okay, Boston Lloyd likes SARMs and peptides. He likes all that shit. So does Tony Huge. And, you know, do they work? I think they work. I don't, my opinion, I've taken them. But I've only taken, Ligandrol from Tony Huge, you know, Ligandrol. MK677, I had a ton of that. Ton. I gave it all away. Because I give it to my friends. I cannot take something that stimulates your appetite, and I know that that really works. Not me, bro. No babanya that stimulates appetite. That's a no-no for me, because I'm fucking hungry after I eat. I'm hungry. I could eat all day, all right? My girlfriend's skinny, and she eats all fucking day. She could out-eat me. You have no fucking clue. When I do those videos and shit for, like, Game Face, I sit in a fucking diner and stuff. You know, she's right there with the owner and everything. But I mean, she'll sit there and fucking bang meatballs and everything. She could do all that shit. She out eats me, but I eat a lot. What was the question? Oh yeah, I did the Rad 140, the Ligandrol, the MK677. I think there was one other thing I tried that I did not like. Look, I believe there's nothing like steroids, okay? If God dropped a bodybuilder, Mr. Olympia, who's fucking Big Rammy, if he dropped him on a desert island and said, look, I'm going to send you fucking one thing you could take, that's it. I could trade whatever it is. You want peptides, you want fucking growth hormone, you want fucking, you know, you want SARMs, you know, steroids, what do you want? What babanya would you choose? If God said the babanya of your choice, what would it be? I've already told you about this in the past. For me, it would be testosterone. I'm pretty sure that most bodybuilders would agree with that. Now, there's some momos that wouldn't. I mean, I'll take Tren. Corona. Sorry, I know I'm coughing a lot, but don't panic. I ain't got no corona. And you haters, don't wish it on me, too. You fucks. Fucking fuckos. But, I did like Ligandrol. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty good. But it wasn't like taking, like, Anadrol, or it wasn't taking, like, D-ball. I mean, I noticed a little fullness. Better pump. Good workout, you know. It felt good. It felt strong. It was good. Ligandrol. The Rad 140, I don't know. I felt it all right, too. You know, somewhat same. Now, I did not take no blood tests, so I didn't have my liver checked or any of that shit. But that's the part I don't fucking believe. I don't give a shit what you say. Taking too much fucking niacin, taking too much whatever can fuck up your liver. So don't go giving me that there's no side effects. And I think that that's what Milos was trying to talk about. I didn't see the whole fucking thing. I have, my girlfriend told me about this. I go look really fast, but I can't sit there and watch that shit. Sorry. But I'm pretty sure that that's probably what he was talking about. Is the side effect shit too. Everybody talks, there's no side effects. Bullshit. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. Look at the peptide that Boston took, Boston Lloyd, that kind of fucked up his kidneys, alright? They do have fucking, they have fucking side effects. They give you fucking, they fuck up your liver. Now, you're young. You guys don't give a shit. I'd rather die like a lion than live like a lamb. Rawr. Yeah, okay. You say that until you're on dialysis, okay? Or you need a liver transplant. And you're laying there and your fucking body is now like this big. You look like Pee Wee Herman. I'm sorry. I know you guys like that. Anyway. That's what you get. When your fucking liver's fucked and your kidneys are fucked, you're Pee Wee Herman there. You're no longer, like this big, like, Morgan-assed motherfucker. Rawr, rip out your neck and shit down the hole. Now you're like fucking soy boy laying in a bed and your mother's crying on your end. Don't die. you know, and then you say, okay, God, the whole thing about the living like a lion and, dying like a lamb, you know what I mean? Bah, bah. So, that's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? You're full of shit. You're full of shit. Don't fuck with shit that's going to fuck up your liver, fuck up your kidneys. And you may be young now, but it's when you're older that you're going to get the effects. Dave Palumbo talks about, everybody always says to me, bro, how the fuck Palumbo, who was once straight up, you think these other guys are all big? Palumbo was just as big, if not bigger. He was a fucking original mass monster. Actually, Victor Richards was, but Palumbo was up there, okay? He was a monster. And look at him. He sits there now with his, 16 and 15-inch arms, whatever they are. But you know what? He's healthy. And he loves his family, and he's living life. And I'm happy for him, and I love it too. And I'm slowly taking my body weight down. I'm not Mr. fucking, I still get guys, they send me this shit, I'll get a guy, could you hear, wear my shirt? They'll send me a shirt, they'll send me 2X, 3X. Sometimes I tell them, I take large. And they're like, yeah, okay. And they still send me these 2 fucking X. And it's like, I'm like a kid wearing my father's fucking shirt. Remember when you were a kid, you went to art class, you wore like a smock? You know what I mean? It was your father's shirt to cover everything. Dude, that's what I look like. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not that big anymore. Shit. Like Dave, I have the same mindset Palumbo has. We have the same, he's my boy, I love him dearly. I have the same mindset. Forget about being huge. That was nice when we were younger, okay? And we made the but if you think that you're going to live the rest of your life like that, no, you're not. No, you're not. We'll get into that another time, but even LeBron, he'll tell you the same fucking thing. Why do you think he's not super jacked walking around? He did that little stint there, but he knows. Smart guys know. Anyway, so you're asking me, Waxman wants to know, he's asking me, do the fucking things work there, the fucking SARMs and all that? Yeah, they work. To an extent. They're good. They're not bad. The reason why that shit's so pop is because it's not like steroids. Flies under the radar. A lot of guys sell this shit, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to be honest with you. And I know some places they're illegal. But the thing is, I got to be honest with you. I still think you're better off with the Bulbania. That's my thing. If God said to me, I'll give you the best peptide out there, the best SARM out there. Or you can get testosterone, entonate, cypionate, propionate. I'd be like, give me the test, man. Fuck, I don't want to fuck with that shit. Because I don't give a shit what you tell me that shit's hard on your liver. I don't give a shit. You can give me all that. No, Valentino, you don't know what you're talking about. Because Joe Matarazzo on YouTube, you know what I mean? Forget about it. There you go. So there you go. My fuckos and momos. Let's see what we learned. We learned that Greg can't read. We learned that, what the fuck did we learn? We learned that raise your sodium when you're on a keto diet, if that's what's really, if you feel you can't get a pump, even if it's pre-contest, whatever, keep your sodium up and you'll get a pump. Okay? Carbs are fuel, but that doesn't mean that they're going to give you a pump. It helps, yeah, okay, but you know what I'm talking about. Go out and eat Chinese food and watch how fucking, watch the workout you get. You'd be like, holy shit, I fucking benched 50 pounds more. We also learned that when you're on TRT, you'll be fine, but what really causes prostate problems is estrogen and conversion of DHT. Okay? Don't let them fucking turn you into a eunuch and stop your fucking estrogen. Okay? I mean, it stops, God, Madonna Dio. Stop your fucking testosterone. Don't let them do that to you, because it's not that. Men grow, when men hit an older age, and they start growing tits and shit like that, okay? And their ass gets kind of dumpy like a woman. All of a sudden, that's when they fucking, they don't, that's when they get to fucking prostate problems. Not when they're 21 and their testosterone's kicking. I know, there's some people say, yeah, but that's an old prostate. Well, it's because it doesn't run right, because it can't fucking, with the reductase converting the DHT. So shut the fuck up. Alright. What else did we learn? I hate that bro science shit. The only guy I listen to is Palumbo, and I love Leo Rex. It's just that when Leo Rex starts getting too deep into the microfibrils, reach the sarcoplasms, and then the electrons meet the stimulus, and then it goes out of, and then, I sit there and I go, like, what the fuck did he just say? Put it in layman terms. Because I'm a layman. What else here? What else did we learn here? Ice cream, can eat ice cream, pizza, blah, 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 blah. Can you still eat junk food and grow muscle? Yes, as long as you get enough protein, get your macros right, and micronutrients right, get all that shit in. And if you eat junk, you're either going to get fat or you're going to have elite metabolism and burn it. Okay? But as long as you get the right foods in. Corey Everson, 10 weeks out, had 10 M&Ms. 9 weeks out per day. 9 weeks out, had 9 M&Ms per day. Went like that. Because she couldn't deal without M&Ms. Truth. And finally, what's the other last fucking thing we learned in a nut sack? I said shack. I need help. Greg, in recent generations... Oh, about the SARMs. Yes, we learned that SARMs do work. You can get some good gains on SARMs. I'm putting this down. You can get some good gains of SARMs. You know, you can get... Look, hey, shit's falling. Look what's falling. Look at that, right there. I know some of you guys said, why are you showing the Valentino? He lost. Yeah, okay. Everybody voted for a fucking 80-year-old man that's... What? What did they say? What? Yeah, everybody's excited about that. Anyway, so, you know, SARMs do work, but they don't work like steroids. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, and you can't give me that there's no side effects to that shit. That's a fucking... I don't believe that at all. And I do know that the MK677 really kicks your appetite. I can't take that because I'm already hungry. I need something to go the opposite way. I need a little babanya that fucking takes the appetite away. Because I'm fucking ready to eat after I'm done eating. Especially Italian food. You can't eat enough of that. You're done eating, you're sitting there, your fucking guts all out to here and shit. And you're like, wait, there's 2 more meatballs left. With one of them sausages. I can't just put that in the refrigerator. My girlfriend might eat that later. Let me eat it now. And there you go. So there you go. Corona. So there you go, guys. Listen. Although, you know, we're coming to the end of this corona shit. We should all move to Florida, you know, where the life is free out there. Anyway, you know, I'm stuck over here in fucking Shitsville, New York, where it's fucking insane. You know, people fucking, you know, it even goes a little bit below the mask, and people want to assassinate you and shit, you know. But what are you gonna do? All right, keep the faith. Good shit's gonna happen for all yous. You know the drill, bro. You gotta be good to your girl, be good to your kids, be good to your significant other. Pay your child support. Don't be a fucking fucko dad. Okay, nobody likes that shit. And keep your chin up. You're not a loser. You're not a bum. You don't amount to nothing. Yes, you can get a girl. You gotta stop the no. You gotta let go of the bodybuilding a little bit. You know what I mean? No girl wants to sit there and, like, you know, you're standing there with your fucking lats flexed or your arm flexed. Like, yeah, you know, I go to the gym every day, you know. Girls don't give a shit about that. You'll see a fat bastard walk over and take your girlfriend away like that. You know why? Because he's got the gift of gab. He's interesting. He makes girls laugh. So have a personality, okay? You could be the ugliest motherfucker. But if you have a good personality, you got game, you could talk like this, you'll get ass. I'm just telling you. You know, you could be Don. I have friends. I have 2 friends that are really, really good looking. And they're both in their late 50s. And they've never had children. They've never been able to hold a girlfriend. And you see both of these guys are built. One's a competitive bodybuilder. But they're fucking nuts. The minute you start to... I don't mean nuts, crazy bastards. But, you know, they can't... You know, they start telling girls, you know, needy shit. And, you know, they start saying, oh, girls always shit on me. Girls don't want to hear that negativity shit. So... don't do that. Nobody wants to hear that shit. You know, you start telling girls, like, you know, I'm a loser, my ex-girlfriend is shit on me. Meanwhile, they never even had girlfriend. You know, they had ex-users. You know what I mean? They had the little, you know, like the fucking, you ever see, you know how a shark that swims in the water's got that little fish that always swims under his belly? And you never say, why does shark don't eat that? Because that fucking thing, like, nibbles on the bacteria around them and eats its scraps and shit. Doesn't give a shit. Shark don't give a shit. You know what I mean? That's what he gets. They don't get girlfriends. He get that little fucking fish that swims with him until the fucking bigger shark comes by and they fucking swim off. Okay, and swim with that one. That's what happens. So, let go of the bodybuilding. Don't be talking about that shit to chicks and like muscle, like, yeah, you know, I really want to make it in bodybuilding. Okay? Give that shit a rest. Be interesting. Have a personality. And love yourself. Okay? Love yourself. When you don't love yourself, you put up these deflections. People smell that shit. Okay? There's no such thing as essential workers, essential. Everybody's essential. There's no such thing. No such thing. Because you know what? The guy who works in the grocery store, if he didn't put out the food, the cop, the fireman, the doctor, the nurse, they don't eat. So then they can no longer do their job. They can no longer live. Okay? So that's just as essential. The guy who pumps the gas, who works in a gas station, if he shuts down a gas station and they close down a gas station, the cop, the fireman, the doctor, the nurse, they don't get to work. Everybody's essential, okay? And everybody's important. You are just as important as everybody else, okay? And if you feel less than that, go see a fucking shrink. Okay? Kabish? You listening to me, you fucks? Huh? I can't stand people like, dude, I'm a loser. I don't know, dude. No girls like me. It's because of you. You don't like you, and they smell that. Do you understand that? They sense that shit. You don't like you. And the girl can detect that. And that's not an appetizing thing. Confidence. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness. So, dude, I bench this much, and I do this, I do that. No girl gives a shit about that. They're like, oh my God, what a cocky asshole. They don't like that. I'm just telling you, okay? Be you. Be fun. Let her talk. Ask her questions. Act like you give a shit. They like that. Hi. Enough of this shit. It's just that I get guys saying shit to me all the time. Girls suck. No, they don't. It's just you don't know what you guys are on different planes. You got to get on the same plane. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. You know the whole story. You know what I mean? Women could go with a fat bastard and be in love with him like you wouldn't believe because they love the man. They love. Men, it's all visual. She's got a great ass. Look at those titties. You know what I mean? She could be the most shallow woman on the planet. She could be shallow. She could be like, nasty fucking, not even a nice person, but just because those titties and that ass are jumping, a guy's like, I don't care, look at, she's so hot. But then what happens when those titties and ass start sagging and she don't look so good anymore? Now you can't stand her, right? That was all she had. There you go. Same thing with, women don't go, oh my God, I have to have a guy with a big dick. Some women do. Some women do that shit. But most don't care about that. They care about the man. Be that man that they care about. Be affectionate, warm, funky, you know what I mean? I said funky, funny. You could be funky, but don't be too funky. Alright, enough of this shit. What am I doing? Alright. So there you go. See you in the next video. Stop fucking around. You're a bunch of fucking momos, but I love you momos.